For decades, student union election has always been a source of crisis, academic disruptions, and sometimes full-blown violence that might lead to shutting down of schools. To avoid this, the need for technology is imperative and may not be more urgent than now.
There are quite a number of information about influx of various forms of harms on campus. So we want to make it to put an end to all these kind of violence.
At the Osun State Polytechnic Ire, history was made as the institution conducted its first students' union government election using an electronic voting system. The innovation deployed by GANAF Technologies Nigeria Limited allowed students to cast their vote remotely and securing ending years of election day chaos, intimidation, and violence on campus. As the election was ongoing, here are the agents of candidates relaxing and showing camaraderie among themselves at the situation room. The process was transparent to the extent that as the voter votes, everyone sees rise in the figure. The system support engineer for the GANAF School Management Automation System, GSMAS, explained the process.
GANAF Tech Nigeria Limited is an ICT company that is into development of automation system, RDSs, and consultancy service. Our proprietary software called GANAF School Management Automation System, GSMAS, is a school application that is used for both administrative and academic environments. Included in GSMAS is electronic voting and online CBT examination.
The rector of the Polytechnic, Comrade Kehinde Alabi, commended the technology deployed by GANAF, describing the process as best in the history of the school.
We all know that the election is one of the critical pillars of democracy. And election, to make it credible, there are quite a number of things: transparency, fairness, equality, and the technology that we employ to realize these objectives. I want to thank the consultants. When we are conceiving the idea, not even not about the idea of e-voting, is the violence that characterizes every election. On this campus, we have witnessed several elections whereby all manner of acts, all manner of gun. The last one, even with the idea of e-voting, we know how tension mounted. There are quite a number of information about influx of various forms of harms on campus. So we want to make it to put an end to all these kind of violence. And if Nigeria can also borrow from this, if we be sincere to at least copy this kind of transparency in any election, election will be made easy in Nigeria.
An observer at the situation room, Engineer Rotimi Oyiniro, Director of ICT at Osun State College of Technology, SUG, described the initiative as a laudable project in line with global digital practices.
First and foremost, we want to commend the initiative. It's a wonderful project embarked upon by the Polytechnic. At least in a time like this, it shows that they work along with the digitally inclined system, and with what they have deployed so far today, they have done what is expected of a technology-based institution. So it's a laudable idea, and we want to appreciate every one of them that have done the needful to achieve this success to this level.
To the Dean of the Student Affairs, Dr. Abiola, this is what GANAF Technology represents.
This type of service, this type of exercise is recommended to other institutions in the state, to emulators, to engage these our service providers, our consultants, GANAF, on this kind of election, on this type of exercise, whereby they were perfect and seamless conduct of election. That's a violent free, no hacking. Nobody could hack into the system. Nobody could tamper with the system. Nobody could perpetrate any act of malpractice. So it is highly recommended others in the state should try as much as possible to emulate this system.
Student leaders, party agents, and observers from other institutions all praised this exercise. And they say GANAF Tech has not only transformed student democracy, but also set a shining example of how technology can safeguard the electoral process in Nigeria. From Ire, Abiodun Taiwo, Inside Links TV.